Yo, and we are live, I believe. Yeah, we're live. All right. I gotta adjust this a little bit though. Gotta make sure it looks right for everybody on stream. Let me shrink this. Is that everybody? Yeah. Okay. All right, so what's up, people? We're doing a live stream today. I'm gonna be doing more of these throughout the week and everything. The next draft I would like to do is a rookie draft, possibly if I get enough people that want to do it. So I'm going to be doing a rookie draft, and basically we're going to be doing this thing. We're going to be doing lots of mock drafts. The best thing to do is mock drafts. I'm telling you, just get a sense of where everybody wants to, where people are going. Get a process set up for yourself where you know if you go this guy in this round, there's somebody else later available, like a running back or a wide receiver. It's just best to be doing that. Let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. All right, so what looks like I'm just gonna start it up. I don't know if everybody is in here, but if not everybody's in here, then I'll just pause the draft. So let's see. There's a couple people I don't see the little green circle, so hopefully they're here. I'll pause the draft. I'll pause their pick. If not, then yeah, let me see if I can add everybody in this. I don't know if you can. Let's see. Matching, I don't know. All right, we're just going to start up the draft. All right, so let's start. And like always, I believe that there's a consensus number 1 pick. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be Jonathan Taylor. Number 2, I don't think he's here. Hopefully he's able to get here. I'm just going to send a message telling everybody that we're starting now. This is PPR, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is PPR. So we're doing a 12 team. This is a 12 team, half point PPR. Just a 1 quarterback. We are going to be doing 2 quarterback super flex types of drafts as well. Hopefully rookie drafts. He's not in the chat. He's not here right now, so I'm going to pick a player for him, and I'm just going to pick Derrick Henry. I feel like he's the guy that's really okay. So hold on. I'm going to pause the draft. Pause the draft. I'm going to go back to. All right, and we're going to start it because he's here now. Resume the draft. Man, sleeper. I love this, but it is Landy. It says that I'm in. It doesn't say that I'm in. Team 2. Resume the draft. There we go. Okay. Everybody is now in. I don't know if actually Team 2 is in. He may have left. We'll see. We'll have to see if he's in. All right, so what's up, Landy? How you doing, my guy? All right, so we got Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler. Once again, this looks like the consensus. I don't know if Team 2 is actually somebody that's in here. I don't know if that person left the draft. But usually Derrick Henry goes. We'll have to see when it's his turn again. But Derrick Henry usually goes to Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler. That looks like the consensus top 5. And then, honestly, it looks like Christian McCaffrey is coming in. Yo, $2. What is the best fantasy app? For me, I believe... Oh, was that you, Landy? Were you 2? Were you team 2? If you were team 2, I can redo this for you. I don't know if team 2 is in or not. MP is not in, so let me see if I can get you in, Landy. Yo, sleeper, there we go. Draft settings. I don't think I can kick people out. Landy, I'll be doing more. I miss you. How have you been? I've been good. How have you been doing, Landy? Yo, thanks, A Waz, with the $3 donation. Yo, appreciate you, brother. I have to switch back and forth from your YouTube chat. It's on that screen to this one. So I don't think MP's in here. So I'm just gonna set a player for him, and I'm gonna go with who should we go? Honestly, I'm gonna go this player because he may take him. He may take him here. I know he's very big on Antonio Gibson, so we're gonna just say Gibson. He's gonna go Antonio Gibson. Wow. Why is the draft paused? All right, so it's my pick, and what I'm going to do here. All right, been doing so many things that I haven't able to really set up my pick. I'm just gonna do what I did last time. Okay, so he went Cooper Kupp. So we have it. That's honestly who I was gonna go, but now I'm just gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna go DeAndre Swift. So getting focused here. It was a bit crazy getting all this last minute. Sometimes people aren't able to show up, which is totally fine. So with that being said, like I gotta kind of pick people for them, which is it's unfortunate because I don't want to have to do that. But we're good. So we got Jonathan Taylor, Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon, Christian McCaffrey, Najee Harris. Like I feel like this is a really solid 1 through 7 is kind of how it's been going for these drafts, all these draft picks. So it's probably what it's going to look like, barring any major injuries or trades or anything like that. That's probably what it's going to look like next season. At the start of drafts, your actual draft season in August, is you're probably going to have those. That's going to kind of be like the consensus 1 through 7. Why do you keep pressing? Why do you keep pausing the draft? Because people aren't here. All right, so I'm on the clock again. Ooh, so we got a couple wide receivers going. So this really leaves a lot of possibilities. And now with all the question marks surrounding Alvin Kamara, I'm probably, at this point in time, I'm just going to not take him and let somebody else. And, I'm going to go with my guy. I'm going to go with my guy once again. I think that he's going to be a second-round draft pick as we get closer. Where is... There we go. Javonte Williams. All right, so now we got B. Pitty on the clock, Nick Chubb, and that is a really good one as well, especially depending on what happens with Kareem Hunt. And I know who he would go. I know MP very well, and who he would go next is going to be A.J. Brown. So I'm going to have A.J. Brown selected for him. And we got Zach. So far through the first 2 rounds, what team you looking at? Well, after round 2, we'll say, I'll ask you what team you like the best. Who do you think was... And once again, not fair because he's not here. Antonio Gibson, I did reach for him just because he wasn't here. So who do you think so far is the biggest reach of the draft? What do you think is the best value of the draft so far, in your opinion? And looking at round 2, we got David Montgomery off the board already. Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, David Montgomery. How do you guys feel about that draft pick? Yo, Young Ho Koo, number 1 pick. Hey, number 1 pick. I want a team with Mike. What do you mean? What do you mean, Landy, by that? And Stephon Diggs, we got Stephon Diggs going. How do you guys feel about David Montgomery there? You guys like that pick? We got Zeke, Saquon. That's a good pick there. Saquon, Zeke, all right. And we got Mike the 5. Are you two in Discord talking? All right, let me get this Discord pulled up here. Okay. And I got to get, there we go. All right, so we got Debo, DeAndre Hopkins. I think team 2 is like the computer. I think that's what the team 2 is right now. So we got Cam Akers. I like that pick. Man, that is somebody that I keep forgetting about. I got to stop forgetting about him. And Travis Kelce in the 3rd. How are we feeling about that? I think that's really good, especially from last year being in the first round draft pick. AK gonna be in Geo, bro. That's funny. So we got George Kittle. Second tight end, we got Keenan Allen. Getting close to my pick. And who we looking at here? Probably going to go wide receiver. A few guys that I like here. I might go another running back if he's able to make it to me. Oh, we do have the rookies in here as well. I didn't even see that the rookies are actually in here. So we got Breece Hall. My favorite wide receiver in this draft class. A lot of people for me, I think that the consensus is going to be Drake London is the number one wide receiver, but I love Treylon Burks. I think that Treylon Burks is probably my favorite wide receiver out of this class. That D-Mod pick isn't bad as long as he is getting... Yeah, true. And this team should improve this year. I don't know him. Oh, okay. You don't know who the mic is? I keep Akers on my watch list. Cam Akers for me is in the second round. Has to be in the second round. Once again, MP's not here. I wonder if I can just switch this to... Who should I go? I'm going to say he goes for a quarterback. Quarterback here. Let's go. I gotta change this. Wait, I gotta change this. Change player. Allen. I gotta go to Josh Allen real quick. All right, we're gonna go Josh Allen. All right, so Elijah Mitchell off the board now. And now for me, I'm sitting here. Yo, should I go 3 running backs? I might go 3 running backs here. Should I do it? Or should I just keep this as is and go a wide receiver? I got a lot of options here, but you know what? There's a lot of wide receivers on the board that I still really like. And this running back for me is a guy that I like at this range. He didn't get taken. Oh, no, he did get taken. I was too busy messing around with the draft. Dang it. All right, so I'm going to go with... Man, there's really not that many guys that I honestly like here. I'm just going to do it, though. I'm going to go 3 running backs. And then I'm going to go a wide receiver here because there's just so many guys that I still like that are on the board here. If I can get like CD coming back, I mean, we still have Terry McLaurin. I know it may be a different quarterback. Mike Evans is still on the board here. Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, depending on where he goes, Amari Cooper, T. Higgins. Like, there's a lot of guys, Tyler Lockett. There's a lot of guys that are still on the board here, so... All right, we got Deontay Johnson off, Mark Andrews. For me, Josh Jacobs, I like Josh Jacobs if he's able to kind of keep the same role that he was at the end of the last season where he was just the bell cow. I mean, I really like him in the 3rd round. I think, especially towards the end of the 3rd round, early 4th round, I think that's really good value for him. By the way, I'm Mike. Oh, Game Incorporated. Who, Mike? Mike the 5? Is that who you are? That's the only Mike in here, right? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go with... Was he taken? No, he wasn't taken yet. Oh, no. CeeDee Lamb was already off the board. Jeez, I'm losing track here. I'm going to go with DK. I mean, DK's still on the board here. I'll go with DK in the 4th round. I mean, I think that's pretty solid. I'll take DK. Yeah, it was a down year. Depending on what happens with Russell Wilson, there's still some uncertainty here. But if Russ comes back on this team, if he's back with the team, 4th round for DK, I like that. I like that. Patrick Mahomes in the 4th round as well. Brian, is Brian here? Brian is not here right now. Oh, he came back. He's back. Jalen Waddle. Ooh, Jalen Waddle, huh? I do like Jalen Waddle. There's still a lot of good wide receivers on the board. I like a lot of these guys. I wonder when they're going to update their rankings. When is Sleeper going to update these rankings? Because these are not proper rankings. They do have the rookies weren't on here last time we drafted. Now they are on here. So that's nice to see that the rookies are now added. But like, this isn't normal rankings. I don't think it should be. No, I mean, you got Robert Woods still way up here. MP's on the clock. I'm just gonna let a computer pick him. All right, so Michael Thomas. From here on out, I'll just let the computer pick his players. All right, so now we're through round 4. We're working through round 4. And who do you guys like as your favorite team so far? We got Leonard Fournette. Really depends on where Leonard Fournette goes for me. He's also getting older. I don't know how. Is he going to be 27 now? A lot of mileage this past season, a lot of work. So for me, it really depends on where he goes. Mark Andrews, I mean, stud. 4th round. We still have Darren Waller. He's on the board for a tight end if somebody wants to grab a tight end. T. Higgins off the board. Really like T. Higgins in the 4th round. We got a team with 3 running backs as well. I was really trying to get JK. I'd imagine Brian would have taken JK if he didn't take JK there, and then I would have gotten Elijah Mitchell, which I totally would have been okay with. Love Elijah Mitchell. And I've been doing a lot of looking at advanced analytics and looking at film for the running backs right now is what I'm looking at, incoming running back class, and I gotta say, there's some guys that I really like. I mean, obviously Breece Hall, he looks really good on film. Me personally, I really like Kenny. Oh man, what is his last name? I'm drawing a blank. Oh my gosh, I gotta look it up. I really like my wide receiver number 1 is going to be Kenneth Walker. That's who it is. Kenneth Walker. Isaiah Spiller, he looks all right. To me, Isaiah Spiller looks okay. I'm not that high on Isaiah Spiller. There's a guy that I think is going to go way late. He's probably going to be definitely going to be a day 3 guy. The Florida State running back, Jay Sean, or the heck is his last name? I can't see. I can't remember these guys' names because I'm just not used to seeing them all the time. I got to look it up. But the Florida State running back, I think, is going to be a guy that's going to go really late in the draft, who I think has a lot of potential. Last year, Florida State had one of the, I believe, Football Outsiders had him ranked as the 21st offensive line in the country last year. So they were a terrible offensive line. On film, he looked good. In the West and East game, he looked really good running the football as well. I think that there's a lot of potential here with him, who's going to, if he's able to fall in the right situation, he's got good burst on film. He has the prototypical size, 6 foot, 220 some pounds. So he's a bigger guy and he's able to catch the ball in the backfield. He's one of the guys that last year when I was looking at it, when I was looking at Elijah Mitchell last year, and I was talking about Elijah Mitchell in the preseason, not really high on him because I was high on him coming out of college, but was a guy that just really tough to see him being able to just see work because that backfield was crowded, but everything was there. He was like top 10 in all the main categories that you look for a running back: yards per carry, yards after contact, his yards of rushes of 10 plus yards or more. So he was explosive. His 40 time was really good. Still got to see what the combine is, but that's the kind of same with who's the Florida State running back? I got to look it up now because it's gonna drive me nuts. I got to look this up. I was just looking him up today and watching film on him. I can't even Florida State. I gotta look this up. Let's see. Yeah, Corbin. That is Jashawn Corbin. Jashawn Corbin. Corbin's the last name. Corbin. Jashawn Corbin. I believe that's how you say his first name. To me, he looked really good. And he's also really good in pass pro. Graded out well by Pro Football Focus and Pass Pro. I was watching film of him picking up blitzes. He looked good. Towards the end of the season, though, his numbers fell off. I gotta look into those films a little bit more. But really, he was looking good on film. Both like a prototypical 3-down back in the NFL, which I really like to see. Pass protection, especially. Like the biggest knock on Kenny Walker right now is the receiving ability for him. So I think that running the ball, he looked really good though. But man, what's his face? Breece Hall just looks so good. All right, so I'm up here, and you know I'm gonna. I'm going to go with Allen Robinson because I'd imagine he's probably going to go and play for a team that's going to be pretty solid, hopefully. So to kind of recap, because I was talking a lot about incoming rookies. So let's recap these picks. We got Kareem Hunt, Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, DJ Moore, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Breece Hall, We got Miles Sanders, which I was looking at that pick, and I think that pick's a great value pick. That was a really good pick. Also like Tyler Lockett there. Those are two really, really good picks there, in my opinion. I like those picks a lot. Breece Hall, I'm telling you, he looks really good. He looks really, really good. So I'm going to go with here. I have 3 wide receivers, so I'm going to go with who should I go with? Honestly, what I'm thinking is just going with a safe guy, Adam Thielen, especially because these rookies, I don't know where they're going to go. But you know what? Actually, I'm going to go with Kyler. You know, Kyler last year was QB1. He did delete everybody on social media. All the pictures of him with the Cardinals. You know, unfollow the Cardinals' social medias. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yo, who took Gibson? Oh, no, your auto pick wasn't Gibson. I picked Gibson for you because I figured you would want Gibson there. But Kyler last year was on pace to be quarterback 1 until the injury. Now this is 2 years in a row that he's gotten banged up, but he's a stud. There's no denying it. He's a guy who can run with, the best of them and throw really well. In my opinion, he's basically, I hate to say it, but a better Lamar Jackson. And I think that he can definitely be a quarterback 1 as long as this situation with him, and does he stay with the Cardinals? Does he end up getting traded? What exactly happens? What I envision is he's due for a contract, and they probably, I haven't really looked that much into it, but I'd imagine that he's just pissed off about the contract situation. Because honestly, you can't keep paying these quarterbacks this much money. Like, you're going to get to the point where half your salary cap's dedicated to a quarterback, and you're just looking at it as, is it worth this money? So I think that it's going to come to this point where it's going to be a reset. The quarterbacks need a reset because you can't keep paying these guys more and more and more every single year. So we'll have to see what happens. So we got Hunter Renfrow. I really like that pick. Adam Thielen, I think, is a really safe pick as well. Michael Pittman. We got Drake London, baby. Drake London. Me, once again, I'm a Treylon Burks guy. I like Treylon Burks. I think that the size, the speed, the dude looks the part of he's not as big as DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, but he's up there. Like, he's a little bit smaller, but he's a freak of nature when it comes to the size and speed combination. And I think landing in the right situation, he can be a very dominant wide receiver even in year 1. I think that he can be a very good NFL #1 wide receiver. We got Tony Pollard. Ooh, somebody thinks that Tony Pollard is going to maybe eat into Zeke, even though Zeke, he had, a torn MCL. He gets traded to the Commanders. I just watched TEH replay. Excellent pick. The CH. Wait, who? Who? The CH? You like the CH pick? MP? Voss is on the clock. Oh, Voss is not here. All right, so I gotta let computer pick for him. Dak Prescott. All right, so we got, how many quarterbacks are off the board now? I really don't like Kyler there, to be honest with you. I wish I would have went somebody else, but just this is kind of where the question marks really start to pile up here. Treylon Burks. No. Lamar Jackson, Marquise Brown. He's got the stack there, baby. He's got the stack. So we got Giggs on the clock now. And if Walker gets back to me, I'll probably go Walker. Oh, Chris Olave. Oh. He has this Gigamach, TB. He's a real life friend of mine, and he's hoping that the Lions take him if he falls to them later in the draft. Cuz the Lions have what? The 2nd overall pick and then the 31st pick, is that it? I don't know which pick they have. But he's hoping that I believe it was a trade with the Rams. So he's hoping that they take him. Dang it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Robert Woods. Once again, that was just a computer-generated pick. All right, so we got Damon Harris. I like that pick as well. Damon Harris, really solid pick. Like in these wide receivers, possibly. Depending on, I'm assuming it's going to be Sam Darnold again. What happens with Calvin Ridley? Is he done? Did Calvin Ridley quit football, or is he coming back? We'll have to see. I'm really hoping that Kenny Walker gets to me, though. I'd like Walker. If I can't get him, I'm probably going to go with, like, maybe Odell. Joe Burrow off the board. And we're probably going to go one more round just because the rookies are in this draft now. So it makes it different. Oh, so we got some rookies coming up. Well, this is auto draft, so I don't know if he actually picked Drake London or yeah, did he pick London or no? No, Brian is sniped me. All right, so I'm on the board now, looking at what's available. I kind of wanted to take a rookie. I'm not going to take Isaiah Spiller. I'm not that high on him. Honestly, who I'm probably going to go here is, what round is this? 7. Yeah, we got a lot of question marks. But I'm going to go with another running back, honestly. I'm going to go with a I was going to go with a wide receiver. It just depends on what happens. Like, does Chris Carson come back? You know, I'm just going to go with what I wanted, and that was going to be Odell. I'm going with Odell. If he does come back with the Rams, I really like Odell. MP, that's what I was doing, man. I drafted Gibson, AJ Brown. I knew that you wanted them, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draft them for him. All right. I'm gonna go with, on my pick here, there's really no running backs I like here, just because there's so many question marks. I'm gonna go with a tight end. I'm gonna get my tight end, and I'm gonna go with Dallas Goedert. Let me see here. It just depends. Do they bring back Chase Edmonds and James Conner? I'm gonna go with Chase Edmonds. Because I got my tight end possibly. Amon-Ra St. Brown, that was a really good pick. See, this is the problem of looking at this, because they need to update this. I should have mine pulled up over here. I've been working on mine, but it's not totally done. Oh well. It's late in the draft. So I'm gonna say, we'll just say last round. Last round for everybody. We'll do round 9. We'll do round 9 is the last round. I mean, TJ Hawkinson's still on the board, which is solid considering. You know, I know he had a downish year last year. Obviously, was disappointing for where he was drafted. Got hurt, and this offense just was not good. This offense was not good. The tight end, I got a tight end I'm looking at. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want anybody to steal up. And that's honestly who I'm gonna go if he falls to me. I'll probably go a tight end. So how many tight ends are off the board? 5. Boss is not here, so I'm gonna just let the computer pick for him. Chris Carson. And we got Giggs on the clock here. Yo, he might go. Oh, he didn't go TJ Hawkinson, huh? I was thinking he might go TJ. Oh, he already has Travis Kelce. So I was gonna say Lions fan, TJ Hawkinson there. That's a really good pick. Kenny Golladay off the board. That once again, that's like your computer there. Elijah Moore, really like Elijah Moore. I liked him as a prospect coming out of college. I thought he was really good. AB and Action Jackson. Who did you get? Go off. Who is Action Jackson? Who is that? Oh, I keep forgetting. Dallas Goedert. No, there goes the core. There goes the tight end I've wanted. No, I wanted Dalton Schultz. That's who I wanted. No. Now I'm stuck here in no man's land with tight end. So I'm just now going to totally punt the position. Actually, there is one more. Brian's probably going to get him though. MP on the clock. Who we going? Juju. Wonder where Juju goes next year. Okay, come on, Brian. Come on. Pick Myles Gaskin. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go with my tight end now. Yeah, baby. Let's get it. Dawson Knox. Let's get it. I like that. Pat Freiermuth. Steelers fan there. And we got the last pick of this draft. We went to round 9 now. It's not as bad with the rookies here. Without the rookies, really, it's pretty rough. So, all right, so we're going to end the draft. End the draft here. Saying good stuff to everybody. Good stuff, people. So how we thinking? Maybe. Oh yeah, Action Jackson. Okay, Lamar Jackson. He wants to go play with Lamar Jackson. Yes, I did see that. That's kind of. I don't think the Ravens will do it. You think the Ravens will do it, MP? All right. So what are we thinking here? Who do we think has the best looking team? Who was maybe a good value pick? Who maybe was a bit of a reach? My team. I mean, I like my team. Once again, there's just a lot of question marks with my team. I mean, what happens with, Josh Jacobs? Really got to see what happens in the preseason with Josh McDaniels there now. Do they still rely on him as the workhorse? Or are we going to see kind of what we saw in New England, where it's going to be a committee style approach with these running backs, which it totally could be. And that's the case. I don't really like Josh Jacobs there. But at that point, it's kind of like there's just a big clump of guys there that I really don't like. It gets a little iffy. Like a guy that I would like to go in that range would be a guy like Terry McLaurin, depending on the quarterback situation. Even DK Metcalf there, I feel like it would be decent. But then I got DK. I felt like DK was solid value. Allen Robinson could be really good value there, depending on where he goes. Kyler, I think he's QB1. He definitely has QB1 potential. And this year, now that you're getting some of these guys are retiring, and maybe Aaron Rodgers plays for a different team. But you're starting to lose some of the quarterbacks and new guys are coming up. So possibly have him. Team 11 looks fire. Which one's Team 11? The Steelers one? Is that you? We got the zero RB strategy, which I do really like Michael Carter there. I think Michael Carter is really good. Travis Etienne is also another guy, should really step into the lead role with the injury to James Robinson. It's a really solid team. I won't lie. That team does look really good, especially with the duo Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, 2 college teammates. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Who is your favorite team? Who's the team maybe your least favorite team? The best pick, the worst pick of the draft? Let me know. Once again, you got to remember that some of these guys were on auto pick the entire time. Team 2 was the entire time. But let me know what you guys think. Really solid draft. Thank you to everybody who participated in the draft. More of these will be coming your way. I really would like to do a rookie draft. It just depends on how many people I'm able to get in the rookie draft. But do a rookie draft hopefully this week. I'll be posting rookie content. I've really been diving deep into the rookies, looking at all the positions, the skill positions, mainly what I'm focusing on right now. The running back and wide receivers. I looked at the running backs quite a bit today. I have been looking at them the past week. The running back and the wide receivers. So looking at that, I'll be having videos coming out, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, stay up to date on all the latest content. Thank you to everybody who's been a part of the live stream. Saquon will bust. With the NFL finish and Westbrook in depression, I moved to another hobby of becoming a Kendrick Lamar fan. A Kendrick Lamar stan? I'm assuming you mean fan. All right, so it's been real. Thanks, MP, for stopping by. Thank you to everybody else stopping by. Waz, $3 donation. Appreciate you, brother. Peace out, people. It's been real. I like Team 12, but I feel like he reached on his running backs. Feel like he reached on his running backs. I mean, it's really hard right now. It is really hard to really. I mean, it just depends on where Leonard Fournette goes. I mean, if say he goes to a really good, solid team that needs a running back, and he could fall into a really high volume situation, even if he does come back on the Bucks, I mean, he could be a really good pick there. James Robinson just depends on how he look. Like he tore later in the season, so I don't really like that. Myles Gaskin is decent too. It just depends on what they do in Miami. Maybe they go with Gaskin, maybe they go with somebody else. But I mean, the combo of Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. To me, the Andrews pick isn't bad. I probably wouldn't have went a tight end there though. I would have let somebody else. He would have taken a little bit later and went with like a running back. Well, there's really no running backs in that range, honestly. Honestly, I do like. Nah. Probably would have went with another wide receiver and then just went running back. But it is what it is. Like Damon Harris was still there. That would have been a good pick. Team 12's all right, though. It just comes down to a lot of these question marks getting played out in free agency. Once free agency's over, we're going to have a really good idea of draft then. That's the biggest key. So right now, it's just kind of formulating the first 3 rounds, I think, are the most important. And then from there, everything